Hello, here we have today George Fenton. He is a co-founder and the executive director of Humanitarian Logistics Association, and we would like to ask him, in his view, what is localization?
The Humanitarian Logistics Association was set up in 2009 to work on professionalizing humanitarian logistics and have it established as a recognized sector within the humanitarian aid industry.
But for the association, or from the humanitarian logistics perspective, what is localization, the term localization, what does it mean for you?
So the HLA, as we call it, was intended to support logisticians working at the local level, at the field level, providing access to knowledge, guidance, signposting, if you will, to training opportunities through which that they can develop their careers. But also it's about working with local communities more effectively to prepare and respond to disasters.
Thank you. And then also in logistics, the private sector is often quite involved. So how do you think the private sector can also contribute to localization? What is their role with all local actors in the field?
Very much when there's a crisis, whether it's a man-made disaster or conflict-related situation, as we see in the Middle East right now, the private sector is crucial to be able to ensure that response can be made quickly, and in many cases the private sector is often the first responder, or at least can support local actors, be they local government authorities, local communities, in actually accessing the supplies, transport, etc., that they need to be able to respond to people in most need.
And just one very quick question. There is many challenges when trying to work with faith-based organizations in the field, and I was just thinking, would you know what to say about how faith-based organizations could contribute to this new localization approach that we can see more and more in the field?
Well, of course, the many local communities have their own ways of worship, accessing, say, church organizations, church-based organizations at the local level, many of which are, of course, supported by large international organizations around the world in many walks of life. So it's that global to local connection that is so valuable when it comes to supporting faith-based institutions, faith-based communities.
What would you change in the humanitarian sector? What do you think needs to be changed in general, like the whole humanitarian sector, in order to give more room to a localization approach to deliver aid?
It's a very good question for me to answer today, because just a couple of days ago I organized an event where we brought together grassroots communities and volunteer groups together with international aid organizations to talk about what next for humanitarian assistance. What is the next generation of humanitarian assistance going to look like over the next decade?